Hello friends, welcome to Swatchfest. Are you wondering what this beautifully juicy lippy I have on that I didn't quite apply right is? Well, I'm gonna let you know in a minute. We're gonna get right to swatching today. You guys, welcome to Swatchfest. If you don't know what this is and this is your first time here, welcome. This is the funnest place on the internet for us nail polish fanatics because we're just gonna talk about nail polish today. We're gonna sit back, relax, just enjoy our time together where nobody's judging us for how much we love nail polish. There is a fly in this room. You guys, serenity now. It's one of those kind of moments where I'm just like, fly, you are killing me. But yeah, we're gonna get right into it. We're gonna talk about the week as we go along. I had a crazy week, but let's save it. Let's get right into these polishes. So the first polish comes to us from the brand of FingerPaints Hard as Steel. And this brand can be found at the luxurious salon Sally Beauty Supply. I actually picked this up. It was not $4.49, it was 50% clearanced off of that, so it was what, $2 something. This is going to be red today, even though it's not really red, is it? It's more like a corally orangey pink. That's just my favorite thing, is when you just smush three colors together and then you put a Y at the end of them and then you kill the fly that's flying right in front of the camera. Yeah, corally orangey pinky. It's really nice. It is a beautiful cream and it's from their Hard as Steel Strengthening Nail Color line, so it's supposed to be actually good for your nails, and it's in my red spot because the red that I picked actually looked kind of red in the bottle, like it looked like it had a strong red component, which when I pick polishes for Swatchfest, by the way, that's what I do. I just like pick stuff from this bin that I have and I pick things by color, and then it's just kind of like surprise. It's a surprise for me. It's like a blind bag unboxing. It's a surprise for me, it's a surprise for you. We just see what we get. So it actually ended up being tied for my A+ spot. So this one got bumped in here. I was gonna put this in as an orange, which it still is not, but anyway, whatever. We just make it work. So I really like this. Is it something you have to run out and get? No. Is it better than possibly some OPIs? Yes. I think it has a really good formula. It's called Peek-a-Hue. And you guys, it is no secret, I really love finger paints. I think that they do a really good job for their price point. I think that their creams are especially lovely. So let's take a look at this bad boy. For pink today, we have an OPI representing. OPI in the house. This is a Hello Kitty polish, but it was not promoted in the original Hello Kitty collection, but I found this at my Marshalls a little while back, and you guys were telling me, I think on Snapchat, you guys were telling me that this was promoted in Europe or something, not in America, something like that, or it was part of a special promotion. Unfortunately, how Snapchat goes is it deletes after you look at it once. Yay, Snapchat! Deleting my messages. But this is called Sitting Under Cherry Blossoms, and it's pretty. It has a lot of shimmer. Actually, it's like a light seashell kind of pink, but it has this pretty beautiful, actually, pink shimmer in there. Like a totally different pink, like much more cool tone. And I love creams with shimmer. That's my jam. But this was kind of sheer. You're going to want 3 coats on it, which is what I'm going to show you. Again, is it something you just have to go out and get? For me, it's not, but I like it. In general, I really loved everything in the Hello Kitty collection. I thought it was great, and it was just such a cute collaboration. It was just about time, right? So anyway, I think it's great. I'm going to enjoy adding it to my collection of Hello Kitty polishes up there. By the way, if you're still looking for these polishes, you can get them on polishpick.com, which is where I also got the California Dreamin' collection. If you guys saw me snapping or Instagram posting about that collection, that's where I got that if you want to find these or their new summer collection. So anyway, let's swatch this. So let me go ahead and tell you what this lipstick is because it is commanding attention and we shan't wait any longer. So my friend Lauren, who I actually grew up with back in more Northern California. I'm in Northern California, but like much more northern and colder and towards the mountains. We grew up in the same area, and she contacted me and let me know that she is selling a new lip product called Lip Sense, and I had never tried it before, and she's like, oh my goodness, you're gonna love it. Let me send you some. What would you like to try? I went to their website, or to her website, her distributor's website. It's kind of like Avon or Mary Kay in that way, or LuLaRoe, where you're a distributor for the brand. I can't say distributor. That's really hard to say. Good thing I'm not a distributor. I'd have to say that word a lot. Anyway, where you go and they have their own website and you can shop from their personal website. So anyway, there is like so many colors to choose from, you guys. I just absolutely couldn't make up my mind. So I asked her to send me 2 that she thought I really might like. It looks like she sent me probably some of the favorites. She sent me a neutral. It's like a, well, it's called, okay, I can't read it through the mesh. I just had it out a second ago, but I put it back in this cute little bag. It's called Bombshell, and then we have Blue Red. And Blue Red is obviously what I have on today. And I actually wore this for another video I filmed today because I really wanted to see the long wearing quality of it. And I mean, what? Right? And if you've never heard of Lip Sense by now, I'm just gonna keep doing that forever because I'm so amazed by it. If you've never heard of Lip Sense, which I'd heard it brought up in top of conversation, and I actually also just found that my cousin is a distributor for this as well. If you've never heard of it, it's basically just an extremely long-lasting liquid lip color, and the way that they don't get cracky and like nasty is because there's a really imperative lip gloss that you wear with it. And by the way, I wore this today and I was also really surprised that none of the color transferred at all onto this wand. So that was super awesome too. So basically it is glossy, it is shiny and delicious, and ooh, I think I am really intrigued by this product. So basically when you apply it, you don't want to like go like this as you would with a normal lipstick. You basically like paint it on like you're painting, you know, any other thing that you'd paint or whatever. You're basically just like applying one layer of kind of like a stain on, and then you let it dry for like 5 seconds, and then you can go apply more. The tips said to apply 3 coats. I only did 2 because I just wanted to see, and I can tell that I didn't get it like quite right in one spot. I'm a beginner, I'm a noob, what can I say? But I am learning, and then you let that dry. It does kind of have a strong fragrance, I have to say. I think that they added a lot, like a strong florally fragrance, to kind of mask the smell of the product. But, yeah, I've never tried any liquid lipstick like this, you guys. I hate how liquid lipsticks dry down on me. I'm already like a really dry, crusty person. That's horrible. I'm not crusty, but I'm really dry. So more dryness on my lips is just like, no thank you. So I've only been wearing this for a couple hours, I have to admit. It's only been 2 hours, but I'm planning on wearing this the entire rest of the day and see how it goes. So I've heard the secret to this product is all, well, it's not all in the gloss, but it's a lot in the gloss because it's gonna help you stay hydrated. And it's insanely glossy, you guys, look at that. So you want to keep applying the gloss pretty much as long as you're wearing it. I mean, as you can see, I did not apply it perfectly because with such a long wearing product, you really are going to want to take your time, especially with something like this red. I know I went with like this super bright one at first, but I was like, okay, well, if I find a perfect red that's gonna stay on me all day, how awesome would that be? I know some of you have tried this. I know it because you guys are all much more on the game than I am. So let me know in the comments below what some of your other favorites are, because I'm gonna be making a purchase and I want to know what else I should try. So that's what that is, you guys. And as you've noticed, I put up on the screen her information here for you guys, so you can go check out her website and see what the deal is for yourself. I have been so excited to try these. So I had a couple neutrals, so I moved this one into the orange spot because I had moved the orange into the red spot. You know, it's just kind of like musical chairs. This is a Seche polish, and it is called Whimsical, which is just kind of random. This doesn't seem as whimsical to me as some of their other really like more fun shades, but whatever, it's just a name. So this is actually probably one of the least favorites that I've tried from this line actually, and I was really excited to get on this like chocolatey metallic, and maybe I need to go for more coats. In fact, on the live application here, I'm just gonna use the power of magic, ding, and I'm gonna make it do 3 coats now. Anyway, at 2 coats, this was a little bit lackluster for me. It just didn't look like how it looks in the bottle. I was just only so with it, and it's just because it felt a little thin. And yeah, I had gotten really used to these Seche polishes, which you can also find at Sale Beauty Supplier. I had really gotten used to their really pretty top-notch cream formula. But to be fair, this is not a cream, so it's a different kind of formula. You can get them really discounted right now. This says $3 on it, but it was even 50% off of that, so $1.50 was what I paid for this, and you know, it's decent, but I was just kind of, meh, I was okay, you know, meh. Okay, so yellow today comes to us from Studio M, and this is another polish that my friend Deborah, my Studio M hookup Deborah, thank you Deborah for sending me these. She saw in Swatched how much I loved them, and so she sent me a few more without my knowledge. Without my previous knowledge. Anyway, I'm so thankful. Thank you, Deborah. So this one is called Neon Caution, and wow, this is a good yellow, you guys. This is really good. It's like a sunflower yellow, and if you don't know what Studio M is, it's from the same brand as Color Club, but it's only $2.99 regularly, but they're being clearanced right now, I guess, from Myers, M-E-I-J-E-R-S, right? And is that the same thing as Fred Meyers, you guys? You'll have to tell me. Anyway, it's being clearanced right now for like half that price, so they're really good polishes for the price. And yeah, so I really enjoy this. It's a great, almost 1 coat yellow cream, super fat. Alright guys, so quick little story time. I know I talked a long time about this lipstick, but I was kind of super impressed with it. So anyway, my week this week. I'll just tell you one of the things that happened to me this week. On, what day was it? On Tuesday morning, sometime between when Tim left for work at 3:30 and 7:30, Lincoln had gotten up in the middle of the night. He'd gotten sick, and he probably had a BM and then went to the sink and threw up. So some kind of stomach bug, 24-hour thing. Fly, you're gonna get it. So yeah, he had, then it appears, because he's not able to tell me why he did this, but it looks like he turned the sink on to try to wash the vomit away and left the sink on. For some reason, I'm not sure why, but he left the sink on. At 7:30, it was like 7 o'clock. All the fire alarms went off in my house, blaring. If you follow me on Snapchat, you guys kind of already know the whole story because I let you know. But all the fire alarms in the house, screaming, making my ears bleed, blaring. I go out into the hallway actually, and I quickly see what's going on. We're flooded. The whole bathroom was flooded. The whole outside hallway carpet in the upstairs was flooded. It was flooded the laundry room and into the girls' room. just like a little bit, like a foot inside their door. So I didn't know what to do. So basically turned off the water, and then I tried to turn off the alarms first. What I should have done is go flip the breaker right away, but I didn't. I went around taking out the batteries out of the alarm like a crazy person, and that wasn't fixing it. So then finally I went and flipped the breaker. So we had no power and I had a flooded house. And then I went in to check on the girls, who somehow magically, Joy was looking at me like this, but she hadn't been crying, and Honor wasn't even awake yet. I was like, what? So anyway, Lincoln was still up. Salem, it wasn't even time for him to wake up yet, so we both woke up at the same time and we were trying to solve this problem. And Lincoln was downstairs playing on his iPad in the living room, so I don't know how long he'd been up. So anyway, at that point, I grabbed every single towel in the house and tried to sop up this water in the bathroom. Once the bathroom had all the water up into the towels, and now which were in the bathtub, I went out into the hallway and I had no more towels, so I grabbed everyone's blankets and I started trying to sop up this water, which if you stepped in the carpet, the water like seeped up into your ankle region. It was ridiculous how much water there was. And so at this point, I'm really getting scared, like, is the floor just going to fall out from underneath me? So I'm really just, I don't even know what to do. So I get everybody downstairs and out of that area, and then just kind of like trying to figure out what's up. I'm trying to text him, but he's not answering. He's at work. And yeah, what did I do at that point? I couldn't send Lincoln to school. He was still vomiting. And so I sent Salem off to school so he wouldn't miss any more school. So I'm at home with Honor and Joy and Lincoln, and the floor upstairs is sopping wet. So eventually I decided to pull out our wet vac, but it wasn't going to work unless I turned the electricity back on. So I decided to put the kids in my van in the closed garage. It was a cold day outside, so I wasn't really worried about, you know, if it was going to get too hot in there or anything. It was like cold and windy outside. Sprinkling. They had their iPads. Honor was babysitting for me in the car. I just said a little prayer to make sure that they were going to be okay. And I flipped the breaker back on. I went upstairs and started vacuuming up this water. And I got 5 buckets of water out of that carpet before I stopped. It was like half an hour. Solid vacuuming. I finally stopped. It was still soaking wet, but 5 buckets were out of it. So yeah, there is quite a bit of damage in our ceiling on the bottom floor, or you know, on the first floor. The first floor ceiling has quite a bit of damage. When I went out into the garage, the water was like actively leaking all over our stuff in the garage. It was stuff we were going to donate. Like we had this the whole side of the wall was stuff that I had not de-stashed, but you know, like purged from our household belongings, and we were going to donate them. Unfortunately, they're super wet now. So that was my, what day was that? Wednesday? Yeah, that was my Wednesday. Did I say Tuesday before? It was Wednesday. So anyway, you guys, it's just days like that where the whole time, all you're doing is like, it's a flight or fight kind of like situation. And of course you're gonna fight because you just have to. So you're just thinking the whole time about, get this done, you know, take care of it, make sure we're all okay, and you're thinking to yourself, man, like after the fact you could think, man, that day sucked. But at the same time, like while you're in it, you're not thinking about any of the other things in your life that you yesterday were thinking were really hard. You know what I mean? Kind of makes you reevaluate things and maybe reevaluate your attitude. Like a natural disaster kind of day, you're kind of like, well, maybe I could be more appreciative for how things are and not so crabby to my kids and husband about how hard things are all the time, because at least my house isn't flooding every single day. So anyway, in the future, I'm sure it'll be one of these, you know, in 20 years or something, one of these look back and laugh at the humor of our life. For now, I'm a little bit disaster emotionally spent. Anyway, I just wanted to let you guys know what was going on with me this week. Like I said, if you hang out with me on Snapchat, you see like up to the minute like what's going on every day. If you hear stuff going on in the background, Tim's watching the draft today. So, football draft. Anyway, so that was part of my week. I won't say that was my whole week because to dwell on like one thing wouldn't really be right. That's not my whole week. It just seems like it because it was such a big event. So my green polish this week comes from Sally Hansen, and it's this beautiful like deep teal, almost emerald green, called On Pines and Needles, and I'm pretty sure I probably snagged this like on clearance at Big Lots or Walmart or Target or something. So anyway, this is really beautiful. It could be a little bit more opaque, but it has this very fine shimmer, so I think that's why it's a little bit more sheer, so that you can get the shimmer out. I did like it at 2 to 3 coats. It's really, really pretty, you guys. I didn't wear this long enough to let you know if it is staining, but if any of you else have worn this and know if it's staining and want to warn anybody, that's always appreciated in the comment section. So let's see how this swatches. Next up we have an Essie polish, and this is After School Boy Blazer, and this is a very well-loved polish. It's just like perfect navy blue cream, ultra deep, almost black polish. Has a really great 2-coat formula. It just looks sexy and chic and just really put together polish, and I just really enjoy it. And I always love a great option to wear black, but you don't want to wear black, you know what I mean? Either a really great blue or purple is usually the choice that I go for. So anyway, yeah, let's go ahead and see how this swatches. I did really enjoy it. I wasn't as gaga for it as I thought I was going to be, but maybe it's one of these polishes that's going to grow on you if you wear it, you know, wear it pretty often. Might end up being a solid favorite for me. Big part of my week this week was releasing a new collection for Moonshine Manny. Yesterday's video was a live application review of the Sunset by the Sea collection, which are 3 polishes inspired by sunset vistas that you can see by the seaside. And here they are here. I happen to have them in my hand. They're just some of my very favorite, like, happy kind of shades. You know what I mean, you guys? And I was originally going to go with a spring collection for May, but then I was starting to mix shades, and you may, if you watched the video, you already heard this story, but I was starting to mix shades and really thinking that these colors were really inspiring me in this whole sunset theme. I love sunsets, you guys. I mean, the purple and gold and orange and juicy raspberry shades in there. Oh, so beautiful. So anyway, I came up with these 3 favorites out of all the polishes that I was mixing for this collection, and I wanted to just really hone in on these 3. And they all have the same red to copper to gold to green ultra chrome or multi-chrome flaky in them. So I'm going to put a card right up here for you guys so you can go check that out if you want to. Anyway, I'm really happy with how these turned out, and I'm really hoping that you love them too. Alright, let's look at purple. So the purple polish is this very sparkly light lavender, and it's called Hudson. And my friend's son is actually named Hudson, but I think all the time of Rock Hudson when I hear Hudson. Anyway, I'm trying to see. I think that there are gold shimmers in there too, but it's predominantly looking silver to me. But there might also be a little bit of pinky shimmer in there too. Really beautiful, delicate shade. Just love, I mean, obviously, I love the purple in here. Really beautiful. 2 to 3 coater, depending on how you like to wear it. So let's check out Hudson. Ooh, let's check him out. Okay, my neutral shade today is kind of neutral. It has some neutral tones in here. This is a Catrice polish called Genius in the Bottle. I love how they name their polishes. So this is a gold to green multi-chrome from Catrice. I feel like a lot of mainstream brands, when they were making multi-chromes back in the day, or duochromes, I think this is a duochrome, not a multi-chrome, they realized that in order to see that pigment, you really had to make it on the sheer side. But if you add a lot more pigment, you can get a greater level of opacity than this. This is pretty sheer. You can get a greater level of opacity, but you have to add quite a bit more, which is sometimes why indie multi-chrome polishes are more expensive than others, because the component that you're using is an expensive material. It's expensive to make multi-chrome polishes. So if you don't want it to be too expensive, basically you add less of that pigment and it makes it pretty sheer. So the way to wear a really sheer multi-chrome, or duochrome, excuse me, is to put it over black, which I think is a perfectly acceptable way to wear a duochrome. I'm happy with that. If, you know, whichever way you decide is more favorable to you. So I'm going to show you this over black, and because I feel like when it's extra sheer, you're going to have too hard of a time building this up to really get that great shift to pop. So this, like I said, is Genius in the Bottle. Let's see how it swatches. That little empty space right over here is bothering me. I bet there's some of you that's being bothered by it even more than me. And the very top shelf that's showing in my video is not 100% straight. So I'm really sorry if that's been bothering any of your OCD. Not Honor. Joy likes to come in and play with my polishes. Honor does too, but I usually expect her to put everything back. Joy just comes and rearranges that whole bottom row. So that's why it always looks kind of crazy down there, because I can't spend the time to make sure it's absolutely perfect all the time on the bottom rows, because she plays too much with them. I want to show you guys two hair products that I was using the past couple weeks that I've really been enjoying. So upon a subscriber's, I think it was on Snapchat, suggestion, I picked this up because I've really been liking the Shea Moisture products. Oh my goodness, the body wash is just, oh my goodness, so good. Anyway, the Superfruit Complex 10-in-1 Renewal System. This, I feel like this was like $12 or $13, which was a little bit pricey for me for hair products, but there's a lot in here and it's going to take you a long time to go through this, especially compared to like shampoo or something. I go through shampoo really fast because I have kind of long hair. Anyway, my hair's been getting lots of texture lately, and it's like really dry on the ends because I do color treat it. And so I've been really liking this. It's supposed to be, there's no sulfates, by the way, no sulfates, no parabens, no phthalates, no paraffin, no mineral oil, lots of no animal testing. This is supposed to age defy, color protect, hydrate, nourish, soften, anti-stress, lots of other things. And I've definitely noticed that after I condition with this in the shower, my hair is really nice and soft. Not just while I'm in the shower, but during the next few days. I should try to wait more than just 2 days to wash my hair, but I can't help it. I hate when I have greasy hair, and I have lots of dry shampoo, and you guys know I like that Pantone one. But anyway, I end up washing my hair too often, so it's getting dried out and all that stuff. So I really like this. Another product I picked up lately is the L'Oreal Boost It Volume Inject. I just wanted to mention, you guys, because I was wearing this, I think in last week's videos when I had curly hair. This was helping me keep that curl in a little bit better, so I liked it. I mean, not that big of a mousse fan or a hairspray fan. But if I don't use one or the other or both, or like 500 pounds of hairspray, my curls won't stay in. I just can't get a curl to stay. So anyway, I have been enjoying these. This one isn't like solve all my problems mousse, but it was better than not, and it was the first mousse I've tried in a while, so I just wanted to mention it. And it was like $3 or something. It was a really good deal. Okay, so I saved my two A+ Tide polishes. I'm just gonna put them right here at the end. I couldn't pick between these, you guys, because they're both So, so good, and they're just, I mean, you'll see. Okay, so first up is this Kiko, and this was sent to me by my friend Sue. Hi, Sue. This is number 497, and this is so, oh, so gorgeous. So it looks red in the bottle. So I was telling you guys how I thought this was going to be a red polish because there's a lot of shimmer going on in here. There's a lot of stuff. But it actually is like a purple, like a deep indigo base. But it has so much like violet red shimmer in there. Oh, I can't wait for you guys to see how gorgeous this is. Anyway, you guys, this is so stunning. If you can find any way to get your hands on this, ooh. And last up, we have a polish. And that always trips me up when I go to say that. So this is from the brand Pahlish. This might be one of their favorite polishes, one of my favorites of theirs that I've ever tried. This is called Drift, and it's like a dirty browny kind of base. It's a holographic, by the way, but it has this amazingly bright purple, kind of fuchsia-y purple shimmer that's just so strong. It's such an interesting base. It's kind of like a mustardy brown. It's just so weird but beautiful at the same time. Weird beautiful. Oh my goodness, you guys. So anyway, yeah, let's go ahead and look and see how this swatches. I love it so much. I don't know if it's still for sale on their website, but if you haven't checked out this brand yet, you guys, it's real good. It's real good. Oh, you guys, I wanted to mention to you, I was telling you that we were going to look at the Virago Varnish Grotesque collection, and I wasn't aware that the maker was going to discontinue that collection after just one restock. So basically she had her initial stocking of it. In between her initial launch, I couldn't think of that word, after her initial launch, at that point she sent me some polishes to review for you guys, and then it was like a week and a half, 2 weeks later that she did her restock. So I had it all set and ready to go and upload on her restock day. Well, it sold out in 30 minutes, and so I contacted her and I was like, okay, well, it's already sold out, so when can I put these online for you so that I can show them to my subscribers and everything? And she said that she wasn't going to restock them because she really enjoys moving on to the next collection. And to each his own. Everybody has their, you know, the different way they like to do things. But it meant, so it was kind of irrelevant for me to post that collection for you guys. I am so in love with those polishes. You can see them. Can you see them? Right there? Oh, they're right here. Right next to the Virtuous polish ones. Anyway, They're really, really good, you guys. I think, well, at least when I looked last week, there were still 2 polishes available. Anyway, if you were looking forward to seeing that from me, I was really looking forward to sharing it with you, but they are no longer in stock. So let it be said, Virago Varnish makes amazing, pretty much one coat creams, and she doesn't make very many of them. So you have to make sure you're there right on the launch date or on the date of the restock. So anyway, the other thing about her is she prices them like really, really generously, like $6.75 for an indie one coat cream. It's no wonder they fly off the shelf. So anyway, I just wanted to update you on that in case you were wondering where the heck that review is. That's why. So I think that's it for today, you guys. Thank you for spending some time with me today. I love you guys so much. I know it was another long-winded swatch fest, but you guys always tell me you'd rather it be longer than shorter. At least some of you tell me that. But I'm guessing if you're still here after all these swatch fests that you agree. So don't forget to let me know in the comment section below. Tell me what your A+ polish is. Tell me something crazy that happened to you this week, or something normal or something awesome that happened to you this week. Or tell me a movie that you watched this week. I watched Where the Heart Is, again, for the 500 millionth time. I love that movie. And don't forget to enter my giveaway as well that I hold every single Saturday. If you don't know what that is, you can find it in the description bar. Thank you guys for hanging out with me and making me feel better about my nail polish addiction. I hope you're having a good one. I hope this video made your day even better. I will see you guys back in the next video. Take care. Bye!